Here we are on the August 12th session. We do have a few things taking place during the daily highlight video transition. The first thing we want to mention is number one, the dollar-yen short that was established at the start of the week ultimately took partial profits off. On Monday, we just saw the remainder was stopped out there. We saw the remainder of our dollar-yen short stopped out at the price of 76.94 fractional pip 9. So short at 78.11, stopped at 76.94 there. Okay, so that market's removed there. Next development was an air trade on the euro against the Australian dollar. We got short at 137.62 fractional pip 8. It was because of a daily time frame. It was just studying these markets. This model was active as I switched to the euro Australian dollar, and ultimately, while we were transitioning, it was still the August 11th bar, and they got short, were stopped out of that, for a small profit, and that is taken note of in the log. Okay, and the most recent development we have is the pound yen. This market is overall within a wedge formation. We have lower highs and a major low there from the month of March. That's really keeping the market from breaking down. Yesterday, during the August 11th session, we saw an inside bar was formed there. Today, we activated the inside bar breakout model, and they have just recently broken higher at 124.98. So we are long at the price of 124.98. And of course, if they trade through the inside bar low, we will get short. But for now, we've got to break higher. So let's see if they can give us some movement and respect and continue trade within this wedge formation. We are also carrying the pound CAD, as you are probably well aware of, as we've held that from August 3rd, and we are still in a quarter of that. And also the dollar franc, we entered along yesterday at the price of 73.12 fractional pip 2. We do see that we are currently within a third of that remaining, remain within a third of the initial position. Stop is at break even. Okay, so we do have two markets that we're carrying over. We are stopped out of the dollar yen, an error on the euro Australian dollar. Long the pound yen upon the new inside bar breakout. The model is active, looking to take 26 pips, looking to move the stop to 8 pips of profit if the market moves in our favor 26 pips. In the pound New Zealand dollar, we do see a form of consolidation, really coming off the May highs and to the very volatile high experienced here on August 9th. We consolidate, below that, and we are ultimately seeing an inside bar on the 11th. We await a breakout. The inside bar breakout model is active, looking to take 8 pips of profit with a stop should the market move in our favor 26 pips. Okay, and the third new market is the New Zealand dollar yen. You see that we are seeing a significant amount of volatility here throughout the month of August. We are consolidating on August 11th against the 20-period Bollinger Band, the lower Bollinger Band. So if we start breaking out of this, we've already been in very high momentum trade. We see that a break lower ultimately reopens us to some of that momentum. And should they break higher, we do have an opportunity for some retracement, perhaps back into this moving average, the 20-period Bollinger Band moving average there, around the 66 area. Of course, our stop will move to 8 pips of profit if the market moves in our favor, 26 pips there. We'll take 50% of the position off at the 75% extension of the inside bar. That aspect, the profit taking, is the same for the pound yen, pound New Zealand dollar, and the New Zealand dollar yen. So all three of those have the same profit taking and break even configuration set. The lot sizes will be different depending on the range of the inside bar. The bigger the range, the smaller the position. So here we are, 3 positions. Great to have you with us here on the August 12th session. Newest position, pound yen, waiting for the pound New Zealand dollar and New Zealand dollar yen here to break out. We'll be talking to you shortly. Have a great night. We're going to be stepping away for a bit here. We'll be pausing the video here. We'll be talking to you more likely than not in the early AM. Here on the 12th, the session for the August 12th. Have a great night. Okay, so we do have recently the pound yen breaking out of an inside bar higher there. We entered along at 124.98. Okay, break out of an inside bar, trying to move higher as we find this wedge support is willing to find respect at this time. We'll see if they end up giving us a reversal. For now, we're long the pound yen, still waiting to break out on pound New Zealand dollar and the New Zealand dollar versus the yen. Okay, so we do see a long position entered here on the New Zealand dollar versus the yen. Inside bar yesterday, bid went above that high. We are now long at 64.033 there. Just checking in on the pound yen right around our price of entry. Pound CAD right at yesterday's high. Dollar versus the Swiss franc very strong right now, up to 77.61. That's in fact the current session high. So about to make a new high for this session here. So just entered New Zealand dollar yen. New Zealand dollar has been strong right now. It's actually making new highs with the New Zealand dollar franc right now. So strong across the board. Australian dollar just broke through yesterday's high versus the dollar. So going into the weekend with these positions open, we do have around 4.9% of unrealized profit here. The dollar franc very strong into the close. Pound CAD was able to maintain trade above high from the previous session. Our pound versus the New Zealand dollar never broke out today. Our pound yen, just barely in the money there. And our New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen, we got long and we're underwater right now. Underwater a bit there. Long at 64.033 there. We will have our stop on the pound CAD and the dollar franc. They're at least at break even. The pound CAD is a bit above break even. The pound yen and the New Zealand dollar yen stops are at the inside bar lows. We're going to be moving those to the inside bar lows. And we will not be reversing on the next session. No reversals if it's not the breakout day, the initial breakout day. Okay, we'll be talking about a few inside bars there for next week, so please join us for the next highlight. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll be talking to you shortly. Take care.